Welcome to Timebeat Breaking News channel. Here are our breaking news today. 1. Canadians working to send supplies to India as COVID-19 crisis grows dire. 2. Western Australia's 1,000th COVID-19 case is a baby boy.
Canada. Canadians working to send supplies to India as COVID-19 crisis grows dire. As India's COVID-19 crisis grows dire, relatives say they're worried about family members overseas, and some Canadians are working to raise money to send much-needed supplies to the country. Every evening across Canada, members of India's diaspora, including Gurpratap Singh Tour, anxiously check in with family overseas. Many families share such fears in this country, with Canada home to at least 1.4 million people of East Indian ancestry. India set another global record for daily COVID-19 cases on Friday, logging 386,452 new infections and 3,498 deaths. The country has reported more than 300,000 new infections daily for 9 consecutive days and has recorded more than 18.7 million cases since the pandemic began. However, with hospitals overloaded and some having to turn patients away, experts fear those figures are an undercount. A shortage of oxygen in the country has prompted families to line up outside oxygen plants, in the hopes of acquiring any amount for sick loved ones. Other Canadians are also doing what they can to help in India's fight against COVID-19, including My Indians in Canada Association. The first emergency shipment of medical aid also arrived from the US in India on Friday, delivering therapeutics, nearly 1 million rapid test kits and 400 cylinders of oxygen. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced on Tuesday that Canada would send $10 million through the Canadian Red Cross to the Indian Red Cross to help the country's overwhelmed healthcare system cope with the record infections.
Australia. Western Australia's 1,000th COVID-19 case is a baby boy. Western Australia's total COVID-19 cases surpassed 1,000 today after an infant boy tested positive in hotel quarantine overnight. The boy is a returning traveler and in the care of his parents. While his mother is a previously confirmed case of COVID-19, the father has not tested positive. There were 2,250 West Australians vaccinated yesterday, bringing the state's total first dose tally to 98,895. Of those, 23,492 have received their second dose. Today is the first day of eased restrictions in the Perth and Peel regions following a week of strict public health measures on the back of the state's 3-day lockdown over the Anzac long weekend. The lockdown had been triggered when the virus was transmitted from a returned traveler to guests in 2 other rooms at the Mercure Hotel, then onto a Perth man in his 40s at a Perth restaurant. The remaining restrictions, which include wearing masks indoors and on public transport, will be in place until an expected relaxation next Friday night. Under the new rules, masks remain mandatory outside when physical distancing is not possible, such as at major sporting events. Of the 1,000 positive coronavirus cases in Western Australia, since the pandemic brought the world to a standstill in early 2020, 9 have died, 968 have recovered, and the remaining are still active. More than 1 million COVID-19 tests have been undertaken, almost 150,000 of which have been in regional Western Australia. Thank you for watching. We help you stay up to date all the news hourly. Please subscribe our channel to follow up the latest one.